Hey guys, welcome to 54 Nights RV and welcome to the underside of the memory machine, the coach, the RV. This will be a little bit shorter than normal because Terry's not on camera and she's the one that talks all the time.
Whatever.
Oh, okay, maybe she's behind the camera. But just wanted to give you a look-see at the three things that we have done to this F53 chassis, which is what a lot of the Class A motorhomes are on now. Quick look at what we did to it to improve the handling performance of it. There were three things. We did the Saf-T-Steer, the cheap handling fix, and a Trac Bar. First thing, let me show you the Saf-T-Steer. It's this massive white shock absorber looking thing. It basically basically what it does is it helps bring the tires or the wheels, front wheels, back to center.
Sorry to go sideways for a minute. Okay, there you go.
It helps center, bring the steering back to center, and it is a safety measure. If you have a blowout, this shock absorber helps hold the coach straight so you don't dive off into the ditch or into oncoming traffic. When I put it on, I didn't notice a whole lot of handling difference, but it's the safety portion of it that is probably the most beneficial for this edition. But that is the Saf-T-Steer portion or part that we did. So this piece of it is the cheap handling fix, or CHF. You Google it, you look it up on YouTube, you can find out how to do it. Some people go to extremes and they will do a bunch of other what they call Z brackets and some other things, but what I did was just the bare bones basic, and it's called a cheap handling fix because it's cheap. It doesn't cost you a dime. Now these anti-sway bars are connected to that bracket, and from the factory that bracket is mounted on the furthest point out on the anti-sway bar. All you do is move that bracket from that furthest point out to the innermost mounting position, and that tightens up the chassis. The reason they're mounted out on the furthest out point is that's how they come from Ford. That's how Ford it puts them all together. So and there is a front anti-sway bar and a rear anti-sway bar. So you do it to both of the anti-sway bars. You just move, that mounting bracket on either end of the anti-sway bar, and it tightens things up. And I got to tell you, when I did it, we noticed an immediate difference in the way the coach handled that anti-sway bar. It keeps the coach rocking side to side, and when you tighten that up, it makes it even firmer. You don't necessarily have to do this on every coach. I have seen people comment that they didn't feel like there was an issue. My arm's getting tired, sorry. But, and you can even buy aftermarket anti-sway bars for several $100. I don't know, you know, they're supposed to be beefier and, you know, better built for motorhomes. I don't know. All I know is I moved these 4 brackets and it made a huge difference. She's making fun of me.
It's just, you're down there and I'm not. Haha.
Jayco has what they call J-Ride, and I don't know if they have a different anti-sway bars on their coaches or if they do the cheap handling fix. I really don't know. But yeah, this is a cheap and easy adjustment to make to the coach, and it is a huge benefit for handling. Like I said, maybe not all of them need them. It kind of, you know, how that coach rides depends on how the weight's distributed in the camper part. You know, the fridge and all the other heavy items up in the box. You know, what side of the coach are they on, or is it an even distribution? Do you have 500 pounds on one side and 1,600 pounds on the other side? You know, or did they take the time to actually think about where they put stuff? And it's also the size of the coach. You know, 26 footer versus a, you know, 38 or 40 footer. You know, there's a lot of weight difference there. So the sway bar it's the same chassis, the same sway bar, so you're asking more of it on the larger chassis. So anyhow, that is the cheap handling fix. Now we'll roll on back to the back side of the coach and I'll show you the last thing I did. Okay, here's a look at the rear anti-sway bar. It's got a different type of bracket on it, but you can see that bracket goes down to the innermost hole, and then anti-sway bar goes up underneath the pumpkin and then comes around over here to the other side. But yeah, huge benefit. And the last thing I'm going to show you is the Trac Bar. Let's see if I can. And that Trac Bar attaches to the rear end housing, and then it stretches from the rear end housing and attaches over here to the frame rail. And sorry if I'm jostling you around a little bit. I'm trying to be nice about it. Ooh. Oh, it's not adjusting to this lighting very well, is it?
It's not.
Okay, well, we'll talk more outside in the light. Unless you enjoy stuff like this, maybe over here. I see you. Not really. Okay. Hey, look. You can't see her now either because it looks like this. It's darkening everything.
Yep.
Can you see her now?
Shine a flashlight on me.
So, we're just going to sit here in our driveway. Look like those creepy neighbors. Actually, we kind of are creepy neighbors.
Neighbor across the street's camera is on us. They're probably going.
They're watching us.
Yeah.
They're watching
creepy
us
neighbors.
watching them.
Ooh, who's creepier?
That rear track bar is supposed to help with the tail end of the coach wagging like a tail. That's because it's the tail end of the coach,
like
right?
a dog wags his tail. And, yeah, I got that.
This is why she wasn't under the coach, because she makes fun of me.
I was under the coach. It was horrible.
Did you notice a difference when I put the track bar on?
Was that the one that my head stopped doing this when I would lay my head back?
As a matter of fact, I think it probably was.
Yeah.
The last mod I did.
Oh, the last mod you did, that was when I could lay in the back.
Oh, okay.
The first mod you did, what was that?
That was a cheap handling fix.
Okay, the cheap handling fix. When we first got the coach and I would sit on the passenger seat and put my head back, I couldn't put my head back because it would jostle my head around. As soon as he put that cheap handling fix on, I could lay my head back. It's been fine since. The last one is the one where I can sit in the back, very back, and not get sick when we're going down the road. So, big differences.
And I've noticed a lot in the handling. Of those three, the track bar and the cheap handling fix are the ones that really impacted the handling the most as far as driving. No more white knuckle driving, none at all.
Even in the wind.
And we had some very healthy winds a couple of weekends ago, and it's not bad anymore. It really it's not. I can see myself driving this for a couple hours longer now without just feeling beat down. And they're easy fixes. You don't have to be a mechanical wizard to do these fixes. I mean, the cheap handling fix is just a matter of moving 4 bolts. You need, obviously you need proper tools. I think with the Saf-T-Steer and the track bar, I had to use my impact wrench to bust loose some bolts, but I think even she could do a couple of these things.
No, I can't, because if I say I can't, you don't expect me to.
My arm's getting tired, sorry. You're gonna have to look at my hair nostrils.
But you trimmed those.
Wait a minute. I went kind of backwards there. My nostril hairs, not my hair nostrils.
It's the same thing.
My hairs have nostrils?
Yeah, that's okay. I was right there with you. That's scary.
See, we are a dyslexic pair. That's why sometimes I feel like the female of the family.
What?
Because we're dyslexic.
You're so weird.
You married me.
I did.
Yeah, those were the 3 fixes that I did. Now there are some other things that some of the guys suggest, putting Bilstein shocks on them. I talked a little bit earlier about the Jayco, the J-Ride system that they put on their coaches. They put Bilstein shocks on theirs, and I think Coney is the other brand of shocks, but they're built. The shock absorbers themselves are built a little bit different, and they're supposed to help a lot with the handling also. I may not go that far, I don't know. I mean, it's more work for one thing, and I'm just inherently lazy.
Whatever. You are not.
But, and money, which, she makes me poor.
What?
Money I'd rather spend on.
I made you rich.
In here.
Yeah, that's what you always say. Now you're saying I make you poor?
In there.
Oh, were you patting your butt?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, but the shocks, and then motorcycle. He didn't rev it on the way by. There he goes. Okay.
Yeah, he does that.
Yeah, usually he revs it when he gets to my driveway, but he missed it by 3. Yeah, the shocks are one of the things you can do to improve the handling on your coach. Some people will try airbags. I haven't heard a whole lot of rave reviews about putting airbags on these things. Some people have success with them. Other people kind of poo on the idea. about all that comes to mind at the moment. But yes, search around on the internet, look around on YouTube and the RV forums, and you get some other ideas. But these are really the big three that come up a lot: cheap handling fix, the Saf-T-Steer, and the Trac Bar. But anyway, just thought I'd show those to you, let you know they work like a dream for us. So anyway, we'll catch you guys next time around.
Hair nostrils. And I was right there with you.